Hi everyone, my name's Katie. This is my channel, Chords Records. Welcome. Before I forget, if you could potentially hit that subscribe button, the bell, like this video. Thanks for all the fantastic feedback on my Karen Dalton video. You can go back and see that. I really appreciate it. And my goodness, I've learnt some new artists. So please keep them coming. I just love learning, and I'm ordering the odd one, but I'm writing it all in my little blue book, which you may have heard about. Okay, so today's video, you will have seen from the thumbnail, is all about traveling songs, on the road again, and it's all because I'm hitting the road for about 9 days to regional outback New South Wales. I'm an absolute nature lover. I photograph birds, and I'm going out to look for some what they call lifers, birds you've never seen, and photograph them. So I'll be gone for just a few days, but I've recorded this ahead of time to honor being on the road. So I've got about 10 songs on that I've got on vinyl that might be a bit different from what you'd expect for traveling songs or on the road. There might be some obvious ones as well, but I hope you enjoy this, and let me know what you think of the great traveling songs that you know of. Obviously there's thousands and they're very obvious, but I'd love to hear from you. Okay, the first one is one of my favorite artists, Patty Griffin, an incredible Nashville Americana artist that has been performing for 25 years or more. This was her 1,000 Kisses album. This was the album that got me into her music, and I had the CD of it. Barnes & Noble recently reissued the album on vinyl for the first time. So it's 2002, and the song of this is it a traveling song? It's certainly an on the road song. It's called Long Ride Home. It's one of my favorite songs of Patty Griffin, and the whole album is told from a different perspective. It's not her voice, and many times it's from the voice of an old man. And this is a song told from the voice of an old spouse. I think it might be the woman singing it. And it's the long ride home after attending the funeral of her husband. And you get the impression from the song that they might not have had the best marriage after many years. Really heartbreakingly sad, but the song is about that journey home. So it is an on the road song, kind of. It's one of the first songs that came to my mind when I thought of traveling and on the road. I've made a Spotify playlist called Traveling Songs, and I have put this on there for my trip out west. So that is Long Ride Home. It's the first track on the second side of 1,000 Kisses by Patty Griffin. And the vinyl came in this gorgeous blue. I love blue vinyl. It's probably one of my favorite colors. So that's the first one. Okay, the second one is the most obvious, but I had to include it. Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. Is this quintessential Bruce Springsteen? Is this his most famous song, I wonder? I think it probably is. This particular album, you can see it's in absolutely beautiful condition. This is actually out of the Volume 1 box set. We have both box sets. And classic Born to Run. It is definitely a road song or a traveling song. But as I discovered with a lot of these songs, and I looked through a lot, so many of them are just metaphors for life or for love or losing love. So many of them aren't actually about being on the road. So I think Born to Run it falls in between that. It is definitely about getting out of town on a highway, but it is also about his love at the time. So Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. The next one is probably one that you may not know. Another Americana artist called DKS Bentley, from his album called The Mountain. He is very much almost traditionally country, probably country more than Americana, to be honest. This is a beautiful album, if you can find it. He's got such a mellow tone, and his songs are just classic. They're almost instant classics. But the song on here I'm choosing is Travelin' Light. And it is just a classic on the road song. But I really recommend giving this a stream if you haven't heard it. It's on Capitol. So that's my next on the road. The next one is another not dissimilar artist from that kind of country vein, crossover Americana, but probably country, let's be honest. And it's Tanya Tucker from her latest release, Sweet Western Sound. I mean, even the cover and the name of the album kind of already suggests that rambling, traveling country person. We all know who Tanya Tucker is, but this most recent album, produced by Shooter Jennings and Brandi Carlile on Fantasy Records, is such a beautiful album to put on and just get about your day and just have it playing on in the background. I actually think I almost prefer it to her previous comeback album, While I'm Living. It's got some fantastic tracks on here, but the track that for my traveling songs is a song that was co-written with Bernie Taupin from Bernie Taupin and Elton John, called Breakfast in Birmingham. So it was written by Brandi Carlile, the producer of this album, and Bernie Taupin. They're very good friends. And it's just very much about hotel rooms, traveling as I guess, an aging country star, going from motel to motel. A beautiful song and worth checking out from Bernie Taupin and Brandi Carlile, sung by Tanya Tucker. The next one I just find so moving. It's from this Amy Ray of the Indigo Girls Holler album. This Amy Ray is such a beautiful songwriter, and there were so many songs that I kind of looked at and considered. But on this album particularly, there's a beautiful song, and I think it's quite timely. It's called Sure Feels Good Anyway. It's a bit of a kind of a southern rocker. She comes from Georgia, and the lyrics are beautiful, and it's about traveling down from Canada, back down south, and the sentiment being Canada, very left. I feel good in my own skin. Amy Ray being gay, of course, and very left-leaning. I feel good in my skin, but I'm really happiest when I'm down with my southern people in Georgia. And there's a line in it, I'm paraphrasing here, where she says, I know you guys aren't as bad as you say, because your mamas tell me that you would have my back any day. Just beautiful. And she just brings a human element to people in kind of those kind of red states, and they might be right-leaning, but they're good people. And I just love the fact she sang and wrote a song about that, because most people are good. Most people are good if you look deep enough. So I really love that song. It's a great travel song from coming down from Canada to Georgia. The next one is Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, and it's the classic, almost instrumental On the Run. And the moment you hear that the first sounds of that song, you know the song. And what is it? Is it a man running through the airport? He's missed his flight. But is it a metaphor for and then the plane blows up? Kind of all heard in this kind of background, kind of soundscape. I think the song itself, I read somewhere, the song itself is only 8 or 9 notes, and it's just synthesized. It's literally just this kind of monotone. But I love that song. I love that music, and it's a metaphor maybe for appreciate what you've got and enjoy the journey, not the destination, etc. So On the Run is going on to my traveling playlist. You can hear the magpies, the Australian magpies in the background. I'm in a different area next to some more of my collection here. And The next one, or the next two, three are kind of all related. I have chosen the classic Flying Burrito Brothers with Graham Parsons. Just such a great album. But the song I've chosen, if you can guess, is 6 Days on the Road. Oh, I love that song so much. The perfect song for traveling into the outback of Australia. We're gone for 9 days, but still, oh my goodness, love that song. I love this whole entire album, actually. So this is my original Australian press, I think it is, with all the original in a haven't. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love this album so much. Need to put it into sleeves, so that reminds me. Okay, and then the next related one to that is Easy Rider soundtrack. And of course, the ballad of Easy Rider by the Byrds. I haven't talked about soundtracks on my channel yet. I mean, I will do in the future, and I probably won't be the last time. But I do collect soundtracks, and this one is the Australian original on this stateside label, EMI. And it's such a great soundtrack if you haven't got it. The songs on here include Steppenwolf, Born to be Wild, Wasn't Born to Follow by the Byrds, If 6 Was 9, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, It's All Right Ma, I'm Only Bleeding, Roger McGuinn, obviously from the Byrds, and Ballad of Easy Rider from the Byrds. So the song, Easy Rider, great on the road travel song. And I also have that, when I was looking, I also have that song. I don't have a lot of Byrds albums. I do have, enough. So Mazzy, if you're ever watching this in the future, sorry. But I've got this Best of the Byrds compilation, which is, it's got a lot of the tunes, and it's one of the original tip-on jackets. But it's sealed. I just found it in the shop, and it's definitely an original. Not sure which year or what country, because I haven't opened it. I just thought it was a bit fun that I found it sealed. So I've kept it sealed, seeing as I have the Easy Rider soundtrack. And I do have a few Byrds albums, so I can get their music from that way. Okay, so that compilation has the Ballad of Easy Rider on it as well. And then sort of in the same genre, Little Feat, Dixie Chicken. Bought this years and years ago. You can see all the, I don't know if you can see that, the original kind of price stickers on there and stuff. So Little Feat, Dixie Chicken, I bought this years ago, a long time ago, 30 years ago. And you can see it's on the Warner Brothers label there. And the song I've chosen off this album is the instrumental, the very last track, Lafayette Railroad. I love this album, and I love that they ended with that track. So it's just, I guess it's strange that in my on the road traveling picks, I've got two instrumentals. I've got the Pink Floyd one, On the Run, and this one, but it's just so beautiful. So that is my second to last traveling song. And then finally, from an album that I showed last week actually, but it's fresh in my mind, Elvis, from Elvis in Memphis. I'll just quickly show you the vinyl again. And the song is I'm Moving On. So that is my final traveling song on my traveling playlist. So Elvis Presley and I'm Moving On. Great road song. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this. And by the time you see this, I'll probably be somewhere among the outback of New South Wales in Australia. I will drop a couple of videos while I'm gone, so keep out for them. I won't be gone long, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.